let me just show you guys a trick that I kind of caught on tonight, and it's still not working exactly right because my saw blade doesn't cut truly square. This thing has a little bit of it's got a little bit of work in it. If I had to sit here and work it back and forth, it's got a little wobble, so it doesn't cut perfectly square, especially not if you're putting weight on it like I am. But what I found was, I was talking about it in the last video that I put up about how once you break through the top cut right here and you're cutting the two side cuts, it cuts a lot faster. But what I found is cutting on that top cut, I get to where I'm about an 1/8 inch in and I've got a little bit of a trough, and that's when you've got a really long cut face. So when that happens, I just take the pipe and I just rotate it just a little bit, just 5 degrees, just enough to take that cut face back to being a lot less. And I found that if I rotate it back like that, and then maybe rotate it the other way some, and cut on that side, and then go back to the original cut and kind of just work it back and forth a little bit to always keep my cut face less, it cuts exceptionally faster. And whew, that's hot. That is hot. It's no wonder I keep throwing a breaker. I've actually got a fan sitting here blowing on me and on this, as well as the built-in fan that it has, but it's still not enough. So anyway, so what I did was I, rocked it back and forth as I cut, and then once I got the cut started, then I just worked it, just kept rotating like this to keep cutting on that one face, and it cut a lot faster. But I'll show you the resultant cut. This is the problem. The resultant cut here on the end. I roll it around. You see that little burr over there on the side. It's not perfect, but I can certainly grind that down pretty easy. And I'm going to be welding those hemispherical caps on here anyway. So by the time I grind it, weld it, and regrind it, you'll never know that it was a rough cut. So anyway, it's not perfect. It's not the best solution in the world. I think the best solution would be a much higher quality abrasive blade. But for the cost of one of those abrasive blades, I can darn near buy a metal cutting bandsaw, and that's what I really want. I've used those in the past, and you can't beat a metal cutting bandsaw as far as just being able to make nice, clean, straight cuts. I used one a lot at ag shop in high school, and the best is when you got the hydraulic letdown and you can just set that thing and walk off and go do something else. You can go be welding, working on a different project, and you come back 5 minutes later and your cut's done. So that's certainly my next dream tool. If anybody's got any recommendations on a good one, I've looked at a few. Northern Tool and Harbor Freight both have a very affordable one. However, for those of you guys that are familiar with those stores, I'm really not real confident in most of the products they carry. I don't know about the life on a lot of them. I'm thinking something more, maybe if I can find something kind of affordable in the $500 range, maybe a low quality, maybe a Jet, or I don't know if Grizzly does one or Grizzly just does woodworking tools. But anyway, if anybody's got any recommendations on a good, affordable, quality metal cutting bandsaw, I'd appreciate it. I want one with the hydraulic letdown and with the the fluid reservoir, so I can have fluid circulating on it. The really cheap ones from Harbor Freight and Northern Tool don't even have that. They're just a straight dry cut. You got to stand there and, I guess, babysit it with an oil jug. I don't know, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to set it and walk away. So anyway, just like I said, just wanted to show you this little bit that I picked up on tonight. It's making things go a little faster. I'm still flipping the breaker all the time because I get greedy and I start pushing on it. But I hope to get the rest of this cut tonight. I've got possibly six more cuts I got to make, and I'll be done. So I'm going to get back after it.